Whether you like the flare extension look or just need some extra protection on your 2018 or newer JL Wrangler, these Red Rock fender flare extensions are a great pick for you. I do want to mention that this specific set on the table does not fit the Rubicon models. However, we do have a set that does, available right here on our site, so just make sure you're getting the right set for your Jeep at home. Now regardless, this set of 4 here is a great way to achieve some better tire coverage if you're struggling to keep your wider or more aggressive tires from kicking debris up on or off the street, or you need some more coverage for the extra poke your wheels and tires have to help you pass inspection. These also have that higher trim off-road appearance to them, which is great if that's the look that you're going for when it comes to your factory fenders and your build as a whole. Now, when adding wider tires, especially ones with a more open or aggressive tread, or even a wheel with a negative offset, it can push the tire outside of the fender line and throw much more behind the Jeep because of that tread. Now, while it looks cool, it can cause damage to other vehicles behind you, can even scuff up your own rockers or the side of your Jeep, and in most cases, it is required to be covered to avoid it. And this set is how you can easily achieve that with a factory-style OE look, just like on those higher trim levels that I mentioned that come with the extensions out of the factory for the reasons I stated. Now, these add 2.5 inches of coverage to the front and back flares, covering up an aggressive and an even very aggressive stance depending on what you're working with on your build, and they're tough enough to protect your Jeep and others behind you from all of that tire sling. Now, these are made of a durable automotive grade injection molded ABS plastic material, which sounds like a mouthful, but it just means that this plastic here is rigid enough to hold up to rocks or any other hazards that they may see, and the molded build creates a snug fit on those factory fenders. These also have a textured black finish that is very similar to the OE material, so it creates a cohesive appearance looking like they came with the Jeep out of the factory. This kit also comes with the plastic rivets here to replace the ones that are currently on your fenders, which also keeps that factory cohesive look. This kit here is about $250 for the set of 4 and all of the hardware, and it is a pretty affordable choice when looking for solutions for additional coverage. Now, comparing these to other solutions, these require a lot less hassle for the install compared to a full flare replacement. They work with your factory flares if you do like that OE appearance, and they save you a few bucks compared to some of the factory Mopar choices. Now, I think if you're not looking to make huge changes on your build, you're just looking to get some extra coverage while sticking to that OE look and not breaking the bank while doing it, then this is a great option to consider. Now, install is a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and all said and done, it probably will take you about an hour to get the job done. Now, I do want to mention that this install does require a plastic rivet tool, which can really be picked up anywhere if you don't have one for a relatively affordable price point. It does come with plastic rivets to replace the factory ones, so it is required in order to install these. However, at this point, I am going to pass you over to one of our installers so they can show you how this gets done, whether you are tackling this install at home or you're just curious about the install in general. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you will need angle cutters, a pry tool, a rivet tool, or also not shown here for the way we did it, some push clips. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some fender flare extensions on our Wrangler, so let's get started. Alrighty guys, so to get started, we're going to need to remove the factory rivets from our flares. Now you're going to start at the second one in from the front, and to get these out, you're going to need a pry tool, like a clip tool or something of that sort, and some angle cutters. So we're going to get this under the head of our rivet, pick up on it, kind of work it out as best you can. These do go through multiple layers, and then we're gonna work that out. Now, it's okay if you just get the head of the rivet itself off, then you can push that back through. Now, you will need to get this out of the back side. Usually they just drop through, so you'll need to work that out, but we'll get all of ours out, and then you can come back and do that. And just take your time with this. It's a little bit tedious. Sometimes you can pop the whole thing out, which is good. Again, these are plastic, so they do have some give to them. Some of them are going to be more stubborn than others. Now this factory plastic on your flares is pretty soft, but don't worry if you get a few little scratches and stuff, the extensions are going to cover that pretty well. And once you have all these out, we can move to the rear and do the same thing. So now we're going to remove the rivets out of the rear flare, and we're going to need to remove these two at the very rear and the three along the top. So again, you can use a clip tool or a small pry tool. And unfortunately, with how tight these factory ones are, you're really not going to be able to use a non-marring plastic pry tool. And we'll get the three along the top the same way. So now we can begin installing our flare extensions. Now for demonstration purposes, we're going to be using push clips to install ours. Your kit does come with new rivets. If you wish to install them that way, you will need a rivet tool. But if you wish to install them this way, it'll be just fine. Make it a little bit easier to get them off if you need to remove them. These clips are available at any auto parts store for a couple bucks for a big pack. So we'll line these up. Get our first clip through, that into place, pop that in, and we can line up the rest of our mounting points. Now one thing to note is you want to make sure this is going through all of the layers that your original rivets went through. There is your inner fender liner as well. Now that we've got this one installed, we'll move along to the front. So now we can install the front one the same way. Start right around the middle. We'll get our first clip in. Get the rest lined up. Now once you have your front and rear done for this side, you can do the same thing for the other side. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our Red Rock fender flare extensions for your 18 to current Jeep Wrangler JL excluding Rubicon. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.